and try to be the most adjusted human being I can be from all the mistakes that I made, and hopefully we can improve on and change the trajectory.
Word.
So, making this album was really, I realized it was downloading out. Once I made a decision, like, because I wasn't really sure I would ever want to make a Soul on Ice 2. Because the same thing, anytime you name something part 2, it's like, people would always say, like, oh, well, Soul on Ice, Nature of the Threat part 2. I'm like, it's not really a part 2 song. It's just history. Like, I don't understand what you mean by do a Nature of the Threat part 2.
I want to see if you take this as a compliment, and I hope you do. It feels like a continuation.
Of course.
Of the first one.
Well, it's what Soul on Ice 2 really is what I say in the first, 25 years in the making. Before Conversations with Elohim and Satan. That's Interview with the Vampire. So 25 years in the making, before Interview with the Vampire, Nature of the Threat, still more relevant than ever. When I wrote Nature of the Threat, I wrote the record, played it to my mom. I wrote the record and was going to save it to my second album. And then I just needed a beat. I went over to Voodoo House, was like, bro, give me a beat for this so I could demo it out. Because it's already bothering me that I wrote it. So let me just record it. But I'll probably put it on my second album. And then I recorded it and my mom started crying like, this is important. You got to let the world have it. And that's honestly why I stuck around through the system and the bad situation I was at. My mom was like, this is important and you need this to happen. You need to put it out. And so the same thing with this, writing this album was really about cathartic. It was cathartic for me to analyze. I forget more than I remember, I'm not a victim. I'm blessed as fuck. I've gotten away with murder, literally, probably. Like, I'm just, I'm not the most innocent person. I think I have a good heart, but I'm spoiled. I got away with a lot of shit. But I do see the prism, the world through a certain prism where I'm kind of fair. And so I've always tried to look at how fucked up I am. Instead of being like preachy guy, like, you should do this, you should do that. I'm like, man, I'm kind of fucked up. But have you ever been like me where you're kind of selfish and you did that's kind of my approach to writing the music I make. It's not like, you guys are bad and I'm holy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, I'm a bit of a dick. Do you ever feel like me sometimes? Or maybe we should be a little more considerate and, and be nicer to each other. But I still want to fuck bitches and get drunk and, fuck off a bag. I try to be that human being in my music.
We love the PTO here, brother.
So what I wanted to do was, I wanted to look in my mirror again because self-reflection sucks. To pull yourself apart, it's easy to kind of talk about another nigga's shoes. Like, look at this nigga dusty ass shoes. That's why people watch all that TMZ shit. You too busy talking about so-and-so, but you ain't ever looked in the mirror.
It's easier to look at somebody else's train wreck than your own.
Right. But you looking at train wrecks of people that get a bag every day.
Right.
Like T.I. and with so-and-so. Like, shut up, dummy. Your husband is 700 pounds. His dick about this big. Your hair about your back.
I couldn't go live anymore.
Listen,
he killed that.
This is what I'm saying. This is what you just did in that one answer is what we're talking about. The dynamics. You went from here to here, and that's what it's always been in your music. But my follow-up question to that is, do you feel you have fulfilled all of your potential?
Never.
I don't think anybody ever feels like
I'm nowhere close. You know what? They starved me out. This is what I told Brian Turner one time. And I said this, I might have even said this to Kurt. I was like, nigga, I was kind of young, pretty and smart. I'm a little young Ali nigga in 2000 and, what the fuck was that? 2006-ish. So if we would have done everything right,
I felt like you was going to be bubbling, nigga.
1996. But 2000, like, I got a Kanye record. Like, nigga, I had a Pharrell record. Like, I'm like, well, I didn't have a Pharrell record. I had the Maya record and Scott Storch, and Pharrell had helped him on the record. So I got 2 Scott Storches with Pharrell's help on them. I'm like, bro, I would have maintained a certain consistency, but that's a coulda, shoulda, woulda. Right. Now that shit's the past. And then I got to look in the mirror and say, well, some of these niggas got $10 million in the bank, skin still fucked up, nigga got a $10,000 shirt on, look like a $2 nigga still. I'm like, are you kidding me? Wait till you give me some money.
Hold on, wait. Yo, Les. Ras Kass back it up era was on some shit. Like,
well, I'm just wired how I'm really wired. Like, you can ask niggas in prison. Like, it's funny because Kurt would probably get a kick out of this. The homie DJ Premier posted me rhyming over that beat, and a nigga I was in prison with. He was like, we could not get this nigga to rap at all in prison. And it was dope, but it was funny. Like, it's the homie, and I was like, why you tell the truth on me, nigga? Because I was like, nigga, fuck rap. Nigga, I didn't come here to rap. Like, you have to kill me to rap, nigga. Did I come here to entertain you? You think I came to prison to be rapping? Yeah. Nigga, I don't rap and tap for you, nigga. I was like, if you can get me out of here, if you got to deal with the warden, I'll put on the show of your life.
Like a motherfucker.
Nigga, it'd be Michael Jackson, nigga, all kind of shit, nigga. I'll do the wave, nigga. If you get me out of here quicker, but if I'm just here to entertain you, fucked up, nigga. We could go fight somewhere. How many
niggas wanted to freestyle against you?
No. I mean, niggas. I'm born and raised in L.A. and I've been a fuck up for a long time. So I grew up with a lot of the fuck ups. So when I went to prison, I would sing my friends, and then they would be like, Bloods, Crips, Mexicans, whatever. And they would, I would see my homies, and they'd be like, "Why are you here? You smart?" But then they're like, "Yeah, you stupid." That makes sense. Okay, whatever. So I didn't have a lot of problems in prison because it ain't about. I'm not Ras Kass when I go to jail.
That's a fact.
You John.
I'm John. I'm baby John. I'm like, they like stupid you. Yeah, we talking about other shit like, you remember that time we was in 4th grade? Whatever. Like for me it was humanizing. It's the only time my father ever cried is the first time I caught, the case that I write about, the nature of the threat. I mean, Evil to Bindu, that, that whole situation. And so, having that experience, having those people, my friends that knew me before, I could make such critical, poor decision making. And you still have to live with those things. Like, that shit never goes away. Pain and mistakes, they don't go away. All we can do is be bigger, better, stronger, faster, forgive ourselves, and don't live and don't, like, that's why I fucked last year and all these records. Like, what I was doing was I'm burying Soul on Ice. That's what Soul on Ice 2 is. It's dead. That guy's gone. This is a new nigga, bro.
That's powerful right there.
That's what's up.
How many albums are you ahead right now? Because you a visionary. Always have been. You always talk about, I'm going to put that on my next album. What album is in your head right now that you have not announced?
First of all, I'm there's probably 4 albums. There's probably 400 songs that'll never come out. I just told my sister, which is hilarious because my little sister is brilliant. She's I call her the Harvard bitch. She's the Obama bitch. Tiffany. I literally call her the Obama bitch.
Dynamics, brother. Dynamic good.
I mean, she's my sister. Right. I love her. Tiffany.
Right.
She's my baby sister. So I got 3 older sisters, 1 younger. My other sister, Latrice, lives here in Atlanta. So Renee's out here. But Tiffany, so I had an epiphany. I was like, when niggas die, right? And all of a sudden, like with Pac or Biggie, and then, then they do these albums with,
posthumous.
We was talking about that. Biggie never met, no disrespect, but Biggie didn't meet half the niggas Puff put on.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it doesn't feel authentic.
It ain't genuine, right?
Big didn't make his best product yet before he died.
Yeah, but that's not my argument. My point is, all you got is what you got.
That's a fact.
But, and I'm not gonna say this how I would say it normally, but if I'm Tupac and I don't fuck with somebody, don't put me on a song with them.
That's what. And if Tupac
Snoop came out
with somebody, why would you put him on that? Just
because
for cash grab.
Mamas, they don't know our business.
Yeah,
and then so and so is an opportunist, like, dear son, and then that guy wants in because
there's no
popular.
reason Eminem should have ever produced the Tupac record.
So guess what? I didn't say that. So what I have decided. This is gonna be my my magnum opus. I'm gonna write, and God willing, I get another fucking. The goal is to have like Yeah, well, let's see, another 38 to 40 years around here.
Right.
So I'm midway, right about
Hey,
now.
man, if you keep drinking with us, you'll make it.
But so my goal is to write my death album. What I mean by that is, you know, we play politics and all this shit. I want to diss all the niggas, say everything I really want to say, and then you hear this album like, so my sister and my mom, you wait 3 years and they'll be like, fuck you, so and so. You was a bitch ass nigga. I never liked you. All this shit.
Curtis, listen, I will give you back the book.
Right? Is that not the illest album? Curtis, and I have a list of niggas. A list of niggas not to fuck with. Like, don't fuck with him. So my little sister is my soldier. Like, that's my little sister's technically like almost like my little brother.
Yeah.
And she's brilliant. She's a jazz singer. Tiffany Austin. She's super dope. Her name is Tiffany Austin Music on Instagram. She's a jazz singer. She's a Berkeley Law
Y'all go follow
graduate. She's brilliant. She's beautiful.
Music.
She's ill. But that's my little nigga. Like, even like, I used to give her guns when she's like 20 and just put her up in fucked up situations with my friends. Like, I would like lie to her. Like, I'd give her a gun and be like, these niggas tripping and shit. But it was like the homies and shit. I'd give her a gun and I'd be like, them niggas tripping. Because our dad was LAPD, so she know how to shoot. So, and she like square. She's like, because when I imitate my mother sounds like this. Na, 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 na. And so my sister sounds like that, like na 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 na. And she's like a little pretty chick, real little petite little chick. And then I give her a burner and be like, yo, these niggas trip. And she's like 20. And it's like 3 niggas walking.
Does this shit not sound like Howard, yo?
I'm like, these niggas trip, but you gotta burn these niggas. She's like, okay. But the bitch will shoot niggas. and then I have to tell her.
Think I won't when I will?
Right. And then I'll be like, nah, I'm just kidding, my nigga. Like, give me good.
She be hyped too.
Like,
She be in the mirror talking to herself.
Bro, for real.
She be like, nah, nigga.
Yeah, bro. I love my family. So long story short, that's my little gatekeeper. And so I'm going to write this album and say everything I ever really, really felt. So that's the other part is that closed the chapter. This opens a new chapter in my journey.
So now that you grabbed that book,
He
right?
said, I'm going to diss everybody on the first album, nigga.
And
he said this. I'm going to diss everybody.
I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to diss myself. I'm going to diss whatever. I'm going to be like, you're an asshole, Ras, and you did this and you did that. That's what I try to do. But my last album, hopefully the bag is up. Super rich, played the politics, and then I die and like, fuck you. You remember
You're cool. You're cool. And I'm out.
He's gonna Michael Jordan at the Hall of Fame
on your album.
What's the song's name? Master B?
No, Killer B.
Killer B.
You should. They killed Killer B.
You got to.
On your last album,
this
once it fades to black, you go, you're cool. Fuck you.
I'm out.
That's how I need my credit on that shit
this
too.
Nigga,
this
nigga is Michael Jordan at the Hall of Fame.
Yo.
So I remember you.
Is that what Jordan said?
So
Jordan was on that bullshit in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, he was. But not only did you drop Soul on Ice 2, you said, I'm going to go a different route and give you Soul on Ice with the lyric book too. Talk to me about it.
So my mother has always wanted me to write a book, and that's going to be forthcoming too. I don't take credit for this. This is Curtis's idea. This is Curtis from Patchworks. With all the help of, Soren Baker, Maya Bailey, which we're here.
Right. Peter Street Station. Shout out to Peter Street Station.
Keyshawn, my homeboy Pep, who I grew up with. He's from Watts. My homeboy Maxwell.
Can you just show the audience some of the artworort that's in this?
Buy the book. No, buy the book. Damn, it's worth it. I mean, shit.
Where can they buy?
I mean, you gotta tantalize first.
I guess.
You can buy the book. You can go to
I'm buying mine. That's all I'm saying.
I'm still in this
shit. You can use a smart URL. You can go to Patchworks. I'm sure he got some books over there. You can hit me on the gram at RAS_KSS. But it's an amazing book. To be perfectly honest with you, again, Kurt's whole thing was we forgot that we could play to a strength, and the strength is that a lot of times what I say goes over people's heads. And he was like, sometimes people need to they need you to talk to them and explain it, because he's like, you have a good personality, like you'll captivate people.